Greetings, brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another reaction on this Mystelics Reacts channel. Because hand clap goes out to all the Mystelics family and the new videos who tune in to see what's up on this channel. Welcome, brothers and sisters. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning into yet another vibration, brothers and sisters. These are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below, brothers and sisters. Don't forget to do so. And of course, don't forget to do what? Click the thumbs up button for me, please. Click it. Don't be shy. Click the thumbs up button, brothers and sisters, and leave your thoughts and comments in the things we're going to be talking about on this reaction channel, brothers and sisters. I appreciate you definitely doing that. And of course, don't forget to do what? If you're new to this channel, subscribe for more vibrations. Of course, these are my thoughts. We're interacting like a community, brothers and sisters. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. These are my thoughts. So definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they do definitely tend to come through right here. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for the day. Of course, we have this individual from St. Lucia. Who is he? He's a priest, brothers and sisters. I forget his name, but I'm sure you guys know his name. He seems to be a very popular priest when it comes onto the Caribbean or smaller islands in the Caribbean, and by extension, maybe even further on. But I know he's one of the best priests, quote unquote, in the Caribbean when it comes on to advice. And of course, he's going to be giving yet another advice right there. Let's take a listen.
Friends, just a reminder that as we begin yet another day, that we should never pick sides until we have the full story.
Totally agree right there, brothers and sisters. Totally agree with him right there.
Especially during this silly season that has started in St. Lucia. Election process.
It's important that Dominicans also keep that in mind as well. Not just Dominicans, but across the world right there. It's good to know both sides. Sometimes we always say, oh, this is my party, I don't care what the other team is saying, but you don't know your party is killing you and destroying you. Stop your dirty ways, brothers and sisters. Focus on what is important. Listen to both sides and see where the merit stands. And when the merit stands, this is one of the reasons why I think Scary doesn't want to debate the Thompson formula. This is one of the reasons why I think he doesn't want to debate them. Very interesting right there. When I say them, him and Lennox, they have been trying for Scary to debate. The people need to demand this so they can see who is who when it comes down to this kind of circumstance right there.
Yes, guess what? Some of you out there are really good, really crafty, really malicious at making others who are innocent look bad. Have a wonderful day.
It's not just innocent though, but ignorant. I think ignorance, when they make the statement of ignorance is bliss, I can definitely see that it being full effect across the world, not just in Dominica, not just in St. Lucia, but a full effect across the world right there. It seems like the people who are in high positions, they prey on those who are ignorant, those who willfully choose to be ignorant sometimes. Well, just like he indicated right there, it's good to listen to both sides, brothers and sisters. Even sometimes when I get my reactions and people tend to ask me certain questions, keep in mind, sometimes I might know the answer to the things that I'm reacting to, but I put it in the basis where I'm asking the question and making you guys think about it and say, is the merit on what makes sense, so to speak, outside of the spectrum of actually what is being presented right there. Questions, you have to question things. You don't just say, oh, that person said this, so that's it. No, you question, okay, that person said this, why did this person say this? On what merit did they base this on? Who exactly was affected? Why, how, and when did the circumstance or situation take place? Especially, I remember sometimes some people were giving some comments on the situation involving the girl that got a thing thrown in her eyes, and they were blaming the person who was throwing the stuff in the person's eyes, not realizing that the full scope was that this person who got thing thrown in their eyes, yes, it's bad, but that person was bullying that other person. So you don't get the full scope. We just constantly blame this person, blame this person, blame this person. It's one of the reasons why I tend to do my videos on the merit of when I speak about certain things. I tend to always ask the question and put that thought in your head. Hey, what if, brothers and sisters, what if the other side is actually correct? What if you are the one responsible for destroying your own economy? What if? The possibility factors are still there. So it's important to get both sides, especially when it comes down to elections, because people don't seem to understand that elections will affect them. Just like when the Liberites in Dominica thought, hey, we finally bought Dominic back. We buy back the shares or whatever it is, brothers and sisters. You see how I doing it there? We buy back or whatever. Doesn't mean I doesn't know, but anyways. So we buy back the shares or whatever, brothers and sisters. And then we put in, the Liberites were like, oh, you know, hey, we don't have to pay electricity anymore. We don't have to pay electricity anymore. To the point where Skerrit was on stage at some airport or wherever he was. You see what I did there? Or wherever he was, brothers and sisters. Skerrit make this statement, or the reasons why we don't have factories is because we have high price in Dominica, brothers and sisters, high electricity bills. We have high electricity bills, the very electricity that you guys regulate. It's under your supervision, and not nobody else. This is why the former manager had to leave, stating exactly what was needed. And instead of the government buying or Dominic buying it, and they said that Dominic could have bought it, the government decided to go and rent. boy, and then the people have to pay more for rent. It's interesting what is going on in the nature of the Caribbean, brothers and sisters. And then we wonder why we can't have nice things. Very interesting indeed. Talking about nice things, brothers and sisters, something that is not necessarily nice, but thankful. We are very much thankful for it, brothers and sisters, is this thing that we're seeing right there. This is the garbage truck, or some of the garbage truck that have been received. I remember seeing one with a bright light in my eyes, man. Yes, man, look at the bright light there. Have the light on it, man. Yeah, bright light on your eyes. If you don't have light in your house, well, make sure the garbage truck pass. And sometimes when it passes, bare darkness, you sleep in, and then the bright light will shine on you, man. Then people have to see what they're doing. So they can definitely dump the garbage in the truck right there. So that's a very interesting one that we've seen right there. And of course, they're doing some collections right there. It's very interesting. We're talking about collections, brothers and sisters. And of course, I am seeing this sentiment that has taken place when it comes down to the garbage collection situation.
I want more that for me this morning.
Okay. This is actually in Egliston.
Boy, I have no magie, boy. It's scary and it's magie and it's rubbish truck and them. Unblock the road there. This is what I have to go through this morning. Like going to work. Oh, you block the road, you block the road. It's rubbish. It's like
Well, this doesn't necessarily look like it's an all-you thing. It more looks like it's a one person who decided to put this thing along the road. Because if it's an all-you thing, I would most likely see more garbage. But one of the things I've been told is that in Egliston, the garbage has not been collected for almost a month. Well, we've seen the garbage truck, so hopefully the garbage truck reaches certain areas. Like we indicated in Mahu, there was a garbage truck yesterday that I did a reaction on. And hopefully the garbage truck reaches in Egliston. They just come, brothers and sisters. They just come. Give them a little chance. Hopefully, they do definitely pick up the garbage right there. But they need to hire more people, like we indicated in the Mahu video of yesterday. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll post that link at the end of the video, so you can definitely click it right there. But of course, in Egliston, they're talking about the garbage not being collected. And I think maybe today they actually came to collect it. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in that situation right there. But it has not been, was not collected for over a month. And then we wondering why diseases are just coming up all over the place. Wow, surprise. Oh, wow. It just fall down from the sky, man. Somewhere. It come out from the earth. It have nothing to do with the garbage. That Skerrit indicated in Parliament that he has been trying to keep Dominica clean. I don't understand how you're trying to keep Dominica clean when Dominica has become more dirty. That is reality right there, brothers and sisters. But you guys will let me know about that in the near future. Anyway, brothers and sisters, there have been something that has been going on when it comes down to the Roseau situation, and apparently no more can do STALLS. The police has decided to take it out. Let me zoom in, brothers and sisters. We have technology. We have technology. Hopefully, the people, I don't know why people feel me like this, man. Well, let me make it render, brothers and sisters. But apparently what you're seeing right there is the police pretty much clearing up the cane juice area. And I'm guessing no more fruits and vegetables around that region right there. So the police in military, I don't know what police, what are you doing in military clothes now? What are you doing in military clothes with ammunition just to clear up? What going on there, boy? What is this, boss? So that is them apparently checking that way the individuals will creating no jobs for Dominicans, but the jobs that Dominicans have created for themselves and put themselves in certain positions whereby they can capitalize on clientels. Individual passing on Roseau, boy, tired boy, let me drink a coconut water or cane juice or something, They apparently decide to remove it. Alright. Now, I would understand if they say they're removing this stuff and they will make a better facility for the individuals there. But it doesn't seem like that is the case. They just come to remove stuff. Not so. I don't know. Tell me. They just come to remove stuff, and there are different angles, brothers and sisters. This is another one. I think the individual here is speaking about what is going on. Let's take a listen. So apparently this is the chaos that was left behind, brothers and sisters. This is the chaos that was left behind. I understand it. Maybe you're checking, but it doesn't look so tidy. But this looks like a nice area where you can actually have a stall, brothers and sisters. Where the grass is, you set up a nice 2x4 stall, whatever you want to call it, brothers and sisters. Set up a nice little thing, and then, you know, have the people continue selling their stuff right there. If you want to beautify the place, this looks like a ghetto. I understand it looks like a ghetto. But the reason why it looks like a ghetto because you guys created the ghetto in the first place. Not true. True or false? You created the very ghetto in the first place. So therefore the people have to understand, hey, I am from the ghetto. And I have to live in accordance to the ghetto lifestyle. Look, they even have a pram there. They have a pram. Maybe the pram was used to carry watermelon. I don't know. But where there's a will, there's a way, brothers and sisters. But this is the after effect. Maybe they mashed it up and just left this stuff there. Hey, don't sell stuff. No, not to sell stuff there. Doesn't look like they're actually doing something to actually help the people at all. They're looking like they're more trying to keep the people down for some reason. Because the man, and don't get me wrong, you know, I understand the sentiment of it might not look nice. Okay? But if you're trying to do this, say, hey guys, you have this amount of time. Maybe they did this, I don't know. But you have this amount of time to break this down and then we'll build something back for you. Wouldn't that help? Like, maybe yes or no? Wouldn't that help? I think so. But because what else? You wanted to go and work a 9 to 5? You want to come and work a government job? Yeah? When you probably selling and making more money than people working government job. You wanted to leave this stuff so you can go and work government job and make $1,100, $1,200 a month. Working government job. But I think something should have been done there when it comes down to that circumstance. I'm not saying that this thing was a bad idea, but I think it might have been a disgrace when it comes down to, you know, the thing that was there. However, this is people's livelihood. This is probably the individual's livelihood where they're able to feed their families, where they are able to do something for themselves, where they're even able to pay the extra fees that you put on water for them. These are all the things that these people are able to do as a result of being there when they set up this stuff, as a result of the government themselves destroying the economy. No, I understand the police side, this might not look nice like I did before, but they should have done something to actually help all the individuals who are in this struggle. Don't just come at us overturn. You're not Jesus. Use Jesus in the temple now, huh? You're not Jesus. This is not a temple in the first place. You're just turning over the man tables and all kind of things, disrupting the man livelihood. The very livelihood that you're trying to take away from him. Come on now. Stop and forever stop your dirty ways. Stop it and stop it now. Our brothers and sisters, they didn't just stop there. Now, it seems like they did some cleansing in Roseau where they were going around and they see people sitting on benches. From what I gathered from the video, you guys will let me know if I'm wrong or not. But this is what this individual have to see right there. So wait a while, do you know how to clean up that spot, but you don't know how to clean up the other spot? Or you're just leaving it there? Maybe they'll come with a truck afterwards. But I think if you come with the truck there, I think you do this, you should have a truck there to already throw this stuff on board. Not true? Yes or no? And then do something, and then also the truck will provide the materials to probably set up a better stall, a better looking stall for the individuals who want to sell there. Not true? Correct me if I'm wrong, brothers and sisters, but apparently they're moving some benches. The individual said tomorrow it build again. To night time. Man working like Chinese. In night, Chinese now? Chinese. Yes. Man working like Chinese boy. Tomorrow, you should say night time that build again, boy. I know, guys, I'm guessing this could be a place where maybe individuals have been gathering to do illegal activities. I don't know. That could be. Or on the other hand, it could be where the guys will just gather in a nice place for them to pull up, chill. Hey, they are among them, their peers, and they come to gather and have a little fun, play some dominoes or something. I don't know. You guys will let me know right there. So do you think the police is justified to do this? Do you think they are justified to do this, brothers and sisters? And do you think they're beautifying the place? I say beautifying the place because we had a set of garbage all over the place. Police wasn't there cleaning up garbage. No, they wasn't doing that. But maybe now they get garbage truck. Maybe that's why they decide to do it. Is that the case? Talk to me. I want to know.
Yeah, they man come to go bench, fellas. I don't have time to break out for you, family. They man search us. And them man wash our bench, family. And them man go, I don't know if I'm catching the traffic for you, but they go. They're on the big kind of a green van. The big army green van.
That, brothers and sisters, I always seen them travel with a green boss-looking van. Wasn't that supposed to be an ambulance? Wasn't that a set of ambulance, green ambulance vehicles? I remember back in the day, these things were, I think they say we get a set of ambulance. I don't know, maybe it's army ambulance, I don't know, but I don't think it's been used for its intended purpose. I see them bringing people from prison back and forth on some of these things, and I really don't know. But to me, these things were utilized for ambulance, or they were supposed to be used for ambulance, and decided they're going to utilize it somewhere else. And I remember seeing a set of them. Now, I'm not sure if they distribute them around the island, but I remember seeing a set of them, but the only places I'm seeing them is in Roseau. So I think there was a good amount of them. If you guys remember, you will let us know in the comment box below.
Yeah, man, I got 20 man on that, brother. They man is going to wash him and block, father. Yeah, they man is wash him and bench, father. And they man go with that, I tell you, brother. Now there. So the outside, brother. Yeah. They man be cherry on time. They man retarded.
Well, I guess they will have to figure out, did they even say why they're removing this stuff there? I mean, police need to, like we always indicated, brothers and sisters, police need to be more communicative. It's not just doing things. Like I remember one time there was a vagrant in Roseau, you know, out of poverty. He's on the road trying to get a little money and what have you. Yeah, whatever. And then they're arresting him and the vagrant is asking, why are you arresting me? What are you doing? I mean, if citizens were concerned, they would say, why are you doing this? And the police would need to answer. The police is a servant to the people. I don't understand how the police believe that they are better than the people to just do people whatever they want without answering the people at all. Did you guys even tell them, did the police even tell them why they're taking out the bench there? Why they doing this? No, don't get me wrong. If they're doing illegal activities, then the police is saying, no, we cannot have loitering around this region. That don't make sense. But if you pull up there and you're chilling, and in time you meet up with your fellas in Roseau and you're just chilling there, I mean, then I find that's something, but at least they should explain why they have been doing this stuff. I mean, there's one thing where you say people are doing illegal activities there and decide to remove their stuff, but what would be the excuse for this one now? The person is trying to make a livelihood for themselves and you're still removing their stuff? Or what kind of conundrum is this? What kind of madness is this? I just had to put this on there, brothers and sisters. What are your thoughts on this sentiment right there? Anyways, brothers and sisters, I saw this individual and I had a number of things to say about Roseau people and country people, brothers and sisters. You have this thing you have to see right there. Let's take a listen.
Roseau, man. Roseau. The capital. Goodwill. Kingsville. Newton. Back State. Central, man. Fokole. Kingfield.
That does something like, when you think of Roseau, I think of Roseau as the central area, because the parts you call in there sounds like the quote unquote what other folks consider to be the ghetto of Roseau. Is that the sentiment? Hey.
People in these regions, they used to call people from Vegas Conshibuki.
No, yeah.
From Grand Bay Conshibuki.
Well, we used to do it too in Bossmouth. We used to do it too. We used to call them country. We used to call Roseau people Conshibuki. Well, when you come from Picard, you come from like quote unquote United States, because Rossau's there, and you know, you pretty much everything from like what appeared to look like is the United States. People used to tell me they come down and it feel like it's the United States they be, you know, with all the big buildings and different things and activities. Right now is the ghetto. The Picard is the ghetto right now. They destroy our Picard. My God, they destroy my beautiful Picard. Oh, wicked people, man, wicked man. Oh, they destroyed my beautiful, oh, my Picard, they last Picard. Alas, they destroy you. Oh. Anyway, sorry about I get into a kind of a frenzy there, brothers and sisters. But yeah, we used to call people that live in countryside. We used to make trouble with people, tell them they're eating donkey. Well, yeah, the donkey finish on that people. I don't even sure, but that is what I hear. That is what I hear. Anyways, let's continue.
Saint Joseph country bookie. I mean, when you hear Saint Joseph man talking, come on, there, you know, country bookie. Well,
And there was this thing with Postword and Roseau between A and A and You used to say amen, they say amen, amen, amen. And then when you say put it by yourself, what do you say? ABCD? It's ABCD. There used to be that conflict between Roseau and Posse.
yes. Dubla country bookie. Biyosh country bookie. Wells.
Rivière Siri,
Country bookie.
Eglistan, all them places there.
Cochrane country bookie. But show me a Roseau man that surpass anybody in his regions.
No, that's true.
Marigot country bookie. The Prime Minister came from Marigot.
Marigot, I wouldn't say Marigot. I think Marigot, places I would consider like towns and cities. I consider Picard a city. Picard was the city of Dominica. Roseau was a town. Marigot was a town. That's how we used to see, man. Boy, yeah, you don't even knew how Picard was. Oh, some friends came down and they pull up in Picard in a place, a nice little place, he pull and whatever, and he pull up and he overlooking Picard and they say, but how is Picard so quiet? I say, if you knew Picard and how Picard was back in the day, activities almost every day. Brothers and sisters, I took a walk in Picard one of them days, brothers and sisters, and I say, but that is what Picard has become. I come back on Picard again. Picard, sorry. Let's continue.
Because our present Prime Minister Roseau Scary came from Vegas, country bookie. Asa Bantan, leading music, country bookie.
Yeah, Michael, Gordon Henderson, all these people. I think Gordon Henderson, well, I think he has roots in Portsmouth, or you have some link in Portsmouth. And you have, you know, the other Michael Henderson, you have Jeff Joe, all these people there, legendary people that come out from quote unquote countryside.
Who else? Who else? Roseau man, all they can do is brag on the block, walk with their pants under their bottom. Check me, I shame to be a Roseau man, King Zelle. I shame me in that to be in the region. But there are some daily so somewhere. These people, they just strive for what they want. Not spoiled and think because you're from a location you're better than others.
And it's interesting that sentiment kind of is the same, you know. I've noticed it somewhere. It's still the sentiment between Portsmouth and Roseau. I've noticed it. Anytime there are certain activities, they always try to, even though the Portsmouth people are better at it, the Roseau people will still try to put them people above. I remember in the situation with one of the Olympic athletes. She made it to the Olympic finals. No, she made it to the Olympics and she was running against Kellyanne Fraser and a number of them. And the person that actually helped to put her in that position was from Portsmouth. But when she became more in spotlight and more in the spotlight, they wanted to take out the person that elevated her abilities and send her to people who have they have nothing. But because they're from Roseau, wherever they're from, brothers and sisters, they decided they wanted to take over at that point. And these people they just didn't work out for her as a result of them. Just didn't at all. So sometimes even I think in our particular situation involving Roseau and Portsmouth, and Portsmouth people are better at it than these Roseau people. I'm not being biased, I'm telling the truth. They are far better than it, than the Roseau people. Yet still Roseau people propping up their own people. It seems like there's some sort of tribalism in this understanding. I know there was no type of racism in Dominica, but I know there was classism in Dominica. But there was also some level of tribalism as well. Roseau versus Posse. Posse versus country. Country versus whoever. Whatever. So it's very interesting.
Huh? See, Issa Bantan. I was just going through Facebook there, and Issa Bantan was coming on a limo. And when I read, he said that one was so touching to him because he hear people calling his name. The King of Bouillon, the Prince of Bouillon, the rock star of Bouillon.
So you just forgetting Cornel Philip and these people there. I guess they'll be the grandfather, godfather of Bouillon, or the originators. Forget about Triple K and them people there. You can't be the king of Bouillon now. Nah, man, that's like disrespecting the other folks, man. Unless they pass on the mantle to him to be the king. But I think he's the Bouillon boss. I think that's the different one right there. That's the term he uses.
The Triple K of Bouillon. The Issa Bantan of Bouillon is Issa Bantan.
The Triple K of Bouillon is Issa Bantan. But they ain't Triple K them. Where they from? They from Roseau side now? I don't know where they from now. I think it's around Roseau region they from.
Huh? The Prime Minister of Dominica. The Prime Minister is scary. Is a country bookie, you call him.
Yeah, before Scared was Pierre Charles. Pierre Charles came from Granby. Before Pierre Charles was Rosie. Rosie came from Portsmouth. Before Rosie was Edison James, Marigot. And maybe Dame Eugenia was the only one. I think maybe she came from Roseau. Patrick John, these people, I don't know where they come from, brothers and sisters. You guys will help me know, but the 4 people that I mentioned there is countryside, quote unquote countryside. Well, Posse is not country, but sometimes Roseau people used to call Posse country. I used to tell them, what do you think? The only reason why Roseau is Roseau is because of mosquito. They choose Portsmouth because Portsmouth was better. And definitely Portsmouth looks better than Roseau. It's just unfortunate that the people who come from the north don't treat Portsmouth nice. Look at how Picard is. Look at how Posse is. Can you believe that these people come from north and that's how they treat the north? What
is the Prime
is...
Minister of Dominica? All smart people coming from the outside region. Show me what Roseau have. I mean, we are so for Roseau.
Yeah, Soso. Big up Soso. Yeah, big up Soso. Soso is a legend. So yes, man. Big up Soso.
Huh? We have Blue, Ghetto Boys. What else we have? We have Harlem and we have Blue Stars and Kingsborough, but nothing significant to say. I call you country bookie and you is a country bookie. You check me? When I call you country bookie, that means I'm way better than you.
Yeah.
Prime Minister from Roseau. Huh? We are the woman in charge of Roseau, the Eugenia Charles. Show me another one.
That's what I was thinking. Dame Eugenia Charles was one of them.
All successful people coming from the outskirts of Dominica.
No. Back in the day, I guess when things are happening, since it's the capital, everybody was supposed to come from the capital. But it seems like everything go to the excerpts. The country people are doing better. The Kalinagos are doing better. There's so much doctors and, different types of people, lawyers, and there's people who come from the Kalinago territory.
So the real country...
The Roseau people seem to be going down the drain. It's kind of like the United States, where people come into the United States and do better than the people in the United States because they take advantage. I suspect the same thing has happened. The Roseau people took advantage of, hey, we are the capital. Ooh, we are the capital. Growing up, brothers and sisters, I never thought of Roseau as being the capital. We quote unquote the capital as the capital. I always view Roseau as the town. We go to town because, it's the capital, quote unquote. But it never really dawned on me like, why are we going to the capital? I mean, when I was younger, they used to dress us up for us to go Roseau. I used to say, what are we going to Roseau for? To dress up to look nice on the street? Nah, man. So I just stopped that nonsense. When I get a little older, I check it, that's crazy, these bosses. You're supposed to dress to come down Pika. Yo, when you going on the Pika, you know it's a vibe back in the day, you see me? Yes, man. That is true right there. But anyways, things change, man. Things change. It's unfortunate that.
Bookies are the Roseau people. Country bookie.
So you call yourself a country bookie because you country. But yeah, big up Glenroy Susu, man. And you have legends like Thompson, Fountain as well. They come from Grand Fort, countryside. Seems like country people are taking their life a little bit better than the Roseau folks. And imagine Roseau folks, people want to be working for government and they're not making much money in government. That's crazy, man. And the government, this is one of the reasons why the government didn't want Clay Harbour to be paying its workers in US dollars. Clarabo wanted to, but they said no because they are fearful that the government workers would leave the government jobs and go and work and take blows from people on phone call. I would rather take blows knowing I'm making $1,200 US, brothers and sisters. Taking blows, oh, your mother this and your mother that, and if I say yes, no problem. Oh, sorry about your mother and your father. Sorry about that. Oh, my mother and father didn't know well. Sorry, okay? Take blows to make $1,200 US on the phone every month. You know that coming down to a good 3,000 something EC dollars, brothers and sisters. A good $3,200 around that region right there every month. But no, you want to go and work in government office, making $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, $1,600. If you make $2,000, miracle, I tell you, miracle, brothers and sisters. So yeah, he has a point when it comes into the sentiment of, you know, Roseau people versus outskirts. It seems like the outskirts people tend to do much better than the Roseau folks, and I grew up seeing that as well. But he's pointing it out, so I definitely reacting to it, guys. What are your thoughts, man? Is he lying? Do you think he's lying? He's just making it up? I mean, Roseau man that's saying that, you know. What are your thoughts on the sentiment that we I discussed there on this year, reaction, brothers and sisters, for this year? Why is it Wednesday? Wow, today's Wednesday. Wow. Fine, fast, man. What are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Right, guys. But Mystelics, guys, I would appreciate if you don't forget to click the thumbs up button and subscribe if you've not done so yet. Subscribe for more vibrations as they do. They tend to come for you. Be notified when I post and publish my videos right there. Of course. So, but Mystelics once again, guys. Be real, solid king always. Thanks so much for watching. Be positive.